All glory and honor and praise given to Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawah Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah HaKadosh. Double honor to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom and salutations to the hopeful elect, beginning with 144,000, the rest of the men, women, and children. I'm your brother Magan Shalamar. The title of this short video is Take the Wine Cup of Fury at My Hand. And this is the judgments that's coming down from Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawah Shai on this earth. But Esau's kingdom, so-called white man, heaven here on earth is coming to an end real fast and rapid. So these are the judgments that the earth is starting to see for the sins of this fucking devil, Esau Edom, so-called white man. This is fair use. This is for educational purposes only, not for monetary gain. Fair use.
Welcome to Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. In Sydney, Australia, a father and son killed at least 15 people in a mass shooting at a Hanukkah celebration on Bondi Beach Sunday. 42 people were injured. At least 27 remain in the hospital. Victims included a 10-year-old girl, 2 rabbis, and a Holocaust survivor who died while shielding his wife from bullets. Police say the massacre was carried out by a 50-year-old father and his 24-year-old son. The father, Sajid Akram, was shot dead by police. The son, Naveed Akram, was arrested after being tackled by a fruit vendor named Ahmed Al-Ahmed. Footage circulating widely showed Ahmed grabbing Akram as he fired on a crowd before taking the gun from him and pointing it at him. The mass shooting was the deadliest attack in Australia since the 1996 Port Arthur massacre. This is Levi Wolf, the rabbi from the Central Synagogue at Bondi.
As a Jewish people, we will not be silenced. As a Jewish people, our light will not be dimmed. And the holiday of Hanukkah will remind us and the world that a little bit of light dispels a lot of darkness. And what we need to do is add in our light.
We'll go to Sydney, Australia, to speak with journalist Anthony Lowenstein, who serves on the advisory committee of the Jewish Council of Australia. That story after headlines. In Rhode Island, the search for a gunman who killed 2 students and injured 9 others at Brown University Saturday has entered its 3rd day, after authorities released a person of interest detained early Sunday. 7 of the students remain hospitalized in critical condition. A shelter-in-place order around the Brown campus was lifted early Sunday morning when the person of interest was arrested. Meanwhile, the university has canceled all classes and tests for the rest of the semester. According to the Gun Violence Archive, Saturday's attack was the 389th mass shooting in the United States this year. There have since been 3 other mass shootings. We'll hear from one of the survivors, Mia Tretta, who survived another shooting when she was in high school. Filmmaker Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle Singer Reiner, were found dead with stab wounds Sunday afternoon in their home in Los Angeles. The deaths are being investigated as homicides, according to law enforcement. Reiner was a longtime actor and director, was known for his films The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, and A Few Good Men. He rose to fame as one of the stars of Norman Lear's All in the Family. Reiner was also a prominent donor and supporter of Democratic candidates. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass said, quote, an acclaimed actor, director, producer, writer, and engaged political activist, Rob always used his gifts in service of others. He and Michelle fought for early childhood development and marriage equality, working to overturn Proposition 8. They were true champions for LGBTQ plus rights, the mayor said. President Trump Saturday vowed to retaliate against ISIS after 3 Americans, 2 U.S. soldiers and their interpreter were killed in an attack in Palmyra in central Syria. They're the first U.S. casualties in Syria since Syrian rebels toppled the regime of Bashar al-Assad a year ago. According to the Pentagon, the attack comes as the U.S. is reducing its troops in Syria from 2,000 at the beginning of the year to around 1,000 today. Hamas has confirmed the death of senior commander Raed Saad, who was killed in an Israeli strike on Gaza City Saturday that also killed another 3 Palestinians while injuring 25 others. In response, Hamas's chief negotiator warned the assassination threatens the viability of the Gaza ceasefire and called on President Trump to ensure Israel complies with terms of the October 10th truce. Gaza's government media office reports Israel's broken terms of the U.S. brokered ceasefire at least 738 times since it took effect October 10th, killing at least 386 Palestinians while severely restricting shipments of food, shelter, medicine, fuel, and other basic goods into Gaza. Meanwhile, Israel's security cabinet has approved plans to formally recognize 19 settlement outposts in the occupied West Bank that are illegal, even under Israeli law. Israeli media reports the plan was promoted by far-right cabinet member Bezalel Smotrich and coordinated in advance with the Trump administration. The Palestinian Colonization and Wall Resistance Commission condemned the move as, quote, a dangerous escalation that exposes the true intentions of the occupation government to entrench a system of annexation, apartheid, and full Judaization of Palestinian land, unquote. In Morocco, at least 37 people have been killed in flash floods triggered by torrential rains in the coastal province of Safi. According to authorities, at least 70 homes and businesses in the historic old city were flooded after just 1 hour of heavy rain. Morocco is currently experiencing heavy rain and snowfall on the Atlas Mountains after 7 years of drought emptied some of its main reservoirs. A newly unsealed warrant shows the U.S. Coast Guard seized the oil tanker Skipper near Venezuela.
So we can see that judgment is coming out on this earth to all these other nations, man. You know, all this wickedness that this earth has been hidden is starting to show forth, and it's been brought forth and being prophesied by the Lord's men that he ordained as prophets here on this earth. And I believe it's with the great millstone, the men of great millstone, beginning with the elder apostle to her on down. You know, bringing forth this truth, bringing forth these prophecies that no other camp out here is doing. They're not prophesying about the mark of the beast. We know that to be the micro C hip. None of these other camps was bringing out, not bringing out the who the elect is. You know, the hopeful elect that's going to be saved, not the whole Israel. The Lord is only dealing with the elect at this point, and the rest of the Israelites going to be born back into the kingdom. No other camp is doing this except for the great millstone, bringing forth this 100% truth of this Bible, man. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 25, verse 15. It says, for thus said Yahawah, thy power of Israel, unto me, take the wine cup of this fury at my hand, and cause all the nations to whom I send to drink it. Right, and this is the fury. This is the judgment that we're seeing here on the earth that's happening in these last days, man. This is judgment from the Lord Yahawah, by Shem Yahawah Shah, man. His cup of fury upon all these nations, all these other heathen nations. They're starting to drink the cup of the Lord's fury. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49 and verse 12. It says, we'll start at verse 10. It says, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. You see, Esau is being brought out. The truth about who Esau, the so-called white man, is being brought to the surface by no other nation than the Israelites or one Westers, and with the great millstone, who's leading the pack. You know, with the 100% truth, who this devil was, who was hiding himself, you know, as if he wasn't the devil on this earth. But the Lord says, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Leave thy fatherless children, I will preserve them alive, and let thy widow trust in me. Because look, Yahweh's gonna, man, Esau is gonna be the only nation. They're the only nation out of all these heathen nations that is a son of perdition. Meaning they're gonna be totally destroyed. They're not gonna have any mercy after their 1,000 years of slavery, along with the rest of the nations. They're not having no mercy. The Lord is going to wipe them completely off the face of this earth, where they're not going to be here no more. The so-called white man is going to be extinct. They made every other thing on this earth extinct. They tried to extinct the nation of Israel, but they couldn't. But the Lord said they are the son of perdition. They're going to be totally wiped out, according to Obadiah. It says, but I have sworn by myself, Salakia. It say, verse 12, it says, for thus says Yahawah, behold, thus saith Yahawah, behold, thy whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have surely drunken, and art thou he that shall although altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. And you're going to drink this cup. All these nations, y'all are starting to drink it now. Y'all starting to drink the cup of the Lord's judgment. This is what we're starting to see on this earth, man. His judgment. You know? So we call halal Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawah Shah, Ba'ashem HaKadash. Again, double honors to the elder apostles of word millstone who rule well and teach this 100% is true. Abba. Hope you was edified.